Welcome to Try You Talk, where we don't give a camera person you're on.
I'm walking away.
We don't give a walking away.
I don't know. I don't think of these beforehand.
That's why they're supposed to be spontaneous.
Yeah.
Semen on your neck.
There it is.
That's not a very good one. Have you ever had semen on your neck?
I'm not answering that question.
Yes. Have you ever had semen on your
Have
neck?
you ever had a hickey covered semen?
That's
Hickey with semen?
that's not answering the question. Have you ever had semen on your neck?
Oh, I've had to have had it.
Your own or somebody else's?
Definitely my own, I would say.
Okay. We don't give semen on your
nobody
neck.
else's.
Well, that's for debate for later, maybe. We don't give
Sit on my face.
semen on your neck. What you had for dinner. What we do care about are movies, books, music. Today and always television series. Like and subscribe. Our camera person's she stepped away to watch the semen off her neck, and
Stop.
they can't hear you. And I want to talk about Twin Peaks. I went back through it. I watched it a long time ago, and I'm only about halfway through the second season now, and my take on it. It's like this parody of soap operas at times and crime drama. I mean, it genre jumps, and there's the music catches me. There's just real melodramatic music for each character, and then when the high school kids that are kind of like greasers come in, and almost like it's like something out of like they would be snapping like I think that's West Side Story maybe. It's just, and I wonder if I had not known it's David Lynch, if I would think this is a fucking nuts or just I don't know what I would think.
Cheesy nuts or
Yeah, or just I don't know if I'd give it as much attention because you really have to.
the music is kind of adds to each character.
Yeah, it has to
or
the
its
whole
own
series,
character,
yeah.
really.
I saw an interview with David Lynch, and he was saying how film's the only medium where you can have photography and music and dialogue and everything. You can't make anything else like you can when you're using the
I
film
got
as
kind
medium.
of an X-Files parody vibe from it when I first started
Was
watching.
it out after the X-Files?
I think way before.
Yeah, see.
I remember X-Files got pretty big in the 90s when I was in high school, but I wasn't really into it. But Twin Peaks I watched later on.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't have been ready for it when it came out. That's what I'm wondering what I would have thought, or if I did think I had an opinion of it back then. But I mean, it deserves so much attention.
The casting's fabulous.
And it's hilarious at times. That dickhead. I mean, there's one scene where the dickhead cop comes in that they had all that problem with, and he gets in the guy's face and says he's a pacifist. There's stuff like that just is pretty. You just don't expect. I mean, I guess a lot of it comes out of left field, and it's like no other television show. To give it a synopsis isn't to do it justice, but if you've never seen it. And I hesitate, and I'm trying not to use the word, but it is, it's dreamlike, and then I'm trying not to use the word surreal. But, I mean, I guess if you're going to use that word, it fits this series as much as anyone.
Abstract.
Yeah, it's very abstract. It's non-linear. I mean, you're not going to, it's not like you're going to watch the story and just get the answer, a real clean answer like you want. Really, hardly anywhere in it. But I'm only halfway through the second season, or maybe not even that. So I'm still. I really don't know what's going to happen at all, and that makes for a good, I think, series or movie or really anything book.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you go in and everything's telegraphed,
What are you guys watching it on?
Netflix.
Netflix. Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's on Netflix right now. I don't know how long. Everything's been moving around so much, and that's something we try to put on Try You. It's come to tryu.com. I should say like and subscribe to our channel.
When you post you're currently watching, you can.
Yeah, you can post where you're watching on, so everybody else knows where it is immediately. There's really not a reason to put something permanent because everything's switching so much. Netflix now is saying we only have this title for like 30 days. I think Taxi Driver is getting ready to go off. That's my number one movie on my top 10 list is Taxi Driver. Well, for a fun fact for this one, I'll do something related. When I was in high school, there was this kid that would go from real, like, super religious, like acting like, wouldn't cuss or do the things that, you normally do in high school. And then maybe a month or so later, he'd be selling weed. And he would go, and I think our senior year, he went back and forth like 3 or 4 times. So a friend of mine said, watch, he told me, watch this. And he said, his last name was Doyle. And we called him Doyle. So he went up and he said, Doyle, I'm sorry, man. I don't know what to do. I just felt like I had to tell you. And I really am, I'm upset, and maybe you can help. I had a dream last night that you were jerking me off. So we get the hand job in with the fun fact that Doyle got really fucking weirded out by that. And he was asking me, is there anything he should do about it? I was like, go for it, I mean, if you think that's what could happen, but since it was in a dream and, it's dreamlike, David Lynch, all his work, I think a lot of it is dreamlike. Mulholland Drive is one of my favorites, and Blue Velvet. If you haven't watched any David Lynch, at Try, we recommend his work real high. Is there anything you want to add? I just wanted to get a little bit of a video about Twin Peaks, just to comment on the artistic value and just how unique it is. If nothing else, it's worth watching for that.
Yeah, I think we should do another video on it after you finish it and give me a chance to watch it again.
Okay.
'Cause it's one of my favorites. It's in my top 10 series. I think number 2 or 3, right after Deadwood and Mad Men.
How
Probably
old were you when you watched it? Like, when you really paid attention?
30s, in my 30s.
Okay, because I was wondering if you watched that like in high school and loved it that much.
No, I watched Northern Exposure in high school.
Yeah, I
loved
watched
it,
that.
but that was more not as abstract, but it did have a lot of similarities, but not as tripped out as Twin Peaks was.
All right, we'll come back at you.
Cult classic Twin Peaks.
Hopefully with a better video. I don't have any more stories about dreams.
Way
and
to get the
jobs.
hand job in though.
Well, I think it was appropriate. A dream and a hand job and a Lynch reference. So we'll see you next time. Bye, and hello, Micah, and bye everybody
Thanks
else.
for watching.
Bye.